Yo, it is good. Got a daily recap for today. I took one trade, but I kind of like re-entering, kind of like messed myself up a little bit. But yeah, let's go over what happened. Okay, so here, right, I was JPY on the 4 hour. We were bear. So we inversed this gap, right? So honestly, I was bearish, and ideally was looking for price to come down to equilibrium, fill in this fair value gap more, or maybe even come down to here, because I feel like it just seemed like we were overbought, so I thought price might want to at least come down into equilibrium and then start making a move back up, but that didn't happen. We did have somewhat of a move down, but honestly it wasn't that long lived. So on the 30-minute, right, we had Asian highs up here, and then we had London highs that were formed right up here as well. London lows were down here, and then Asian lows here. So on the 5-minute, right, initially GJ wasn't really like something I was looking for. I was considering like buying or selling honestly with this one, but yeah, I think that's where I kind of went wrong with today. So we opened right here, and then immediately at market open we came to the Asian and London highs. We did form a low here, so honestly was looking for price to break structure or even inverse this fair value gap, but that didn't happen. So we came up with the absolute high, and then at this point I was actually like considering taking a short. So then we rallied higher, pushed higher into the fair value gap on the 4 hour, I'm pretty sure, or 1 hour fair value gap. I think it was on the 4 hour as well. Yeah, we had a 4 hour fair value gap there as well, so we pushed higher into that, and then we had a move down. We inversed this fair value gap here that I'm here, and then I was looking for a continuation just because of how weird the market was moving, and because I wasn't really fully committed to the 4 hour bias. So then we did come into this 1 minute fair value gap. We respected it, and then we broke 1 minute structure with I entered right here. This is closure below. Yeah, that makes sense, because this was the low. We broke structure here technically, but on the MetaTrader it considered this candle as a bearish candle, so I didn't consider that a proper break of structure. Entered short off of this, and then we did move down. I had an alert here at the 0.5 of the fair value gap, and we did come into it, and then we had this, like the biggest thing I was not like sure about on this trade is that we had this fair value gap here. If we closed below this, then I would have been feeling much better about it, but we respected it and just moved back up, and then I got stopped out with this candle here. I don't know why. I think it was just high spread probably, but it's like it's like I got stopped out by an invisible candle on this one. But yeah, this is where my stop was at 165, and I got stopped out with this candle here. So yeah, maybe not enough space, but yeah. So then once I got stopped out, I saw the markets moving down again, and I was kind of getting a bit pissy, right? So then I was thinking like I know like it's like not the right way to think, but I was thinking like if I can get a re-entry on this one with maybe even a better position, I would take it. And because we did inverse this fair value gap and break structure, I entered short off of this candle here, got filled right here, and then as soon as we got down here I moved stops to break even because I didn't want to put anything down on the table. And yeah, I only didn't make anything on that. It's just a break even trade, and then would have gone stopped out if I didn't do that. So yeah, I realized that I was doing this based off emotions, that's why I moved out to break even. But honestly that was an unnecessary thing to take. I think it was just me trying to get back at the markets, because honestly I felt really annoyed, bruh, when I saw a person moving back down, and really annoyed that how I got stopped out with this little gap here. But yeah, honestly maybe this wasn't the really best trade to take. I mean, we didn't even have a 30-minute closure above. Actually, we didn't. Yeah, I'm actually retarded, but we did have a 30-minute closure above. So I looked for continuation as well, so I followed my plan on that part. It's just the part that I didn't follow my plan was on re-entering, because I don't enter after 8, and this was at 8:30, so I stay on the charts for too long. How could I prevent this from future? Just don't look at the charts after I lose, just get off. I was trying to do my trade recap, but then I saw price moving down, and then I just tweaked out, so then I re-entered, and that was kind of messed up. So Euro USD, but Bro, I thought you and G were gonna form so nicely, bro. It's just I think I'm just getting too emotional about this shit. So on the 4 hour we were bearish, so I really liked you for that. But then, bro, like I swear, at market open, we were down here when I checked the charts, and then when at New York open, we closed bullish, and that kind of like pissed me off a bit. I was kind of praying for the markets to go down, but we didn't. That's something I need to work on, not to pray for the markets to do me something, because the markets don't have to do anything for me, you know. But yeah, so then I had London highs. I didn't really know how to mark out these highs now because we already interacted, so I just had it from the wick to the previous high, like one of the other highs, but it's not really like a high. It's like kind of from news, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's kind of not like probable about that one, but yeah, so we came in, we barely wicked it, so I didn't consider that an entry point. I waited. I didn't really look at you for a bit of time, but then once we came all the way up into here, I was considering entering off an inverse for value cap, enter short off of that with stops above the high, targeting the London and Asian lows. That would have been pretty good, but we didn't have a 30-minute closure above this one as well. So I was honestly okay with entering short off of this inverse for value gap. However, we didn't inverse it, kept on consolidating for a bit, and then we broke structure here. But at this point, I was already in the GBP JPY trade, so I didn't really want to put extra risk on the table. And honestly, I would want to see this for value cap get inverted as well. And well, you know, prices rallied. I don't even know what happened today. But you guys see, EU was not moving at all for like the first hour of market. But yeah, so then GBP USD, this is the one I was initially planning to take if we broke structure. I got really close to entering on this one, but didn't enter on it because I wasn't so sure about what I wanted to see. So on 4 hour, we broke structure to the downside. However, we did inverse this fair value gap. So with that, because I was bearish on Euro USD, and because I feel like it was just my bias with my brain, I was thinking that I wanted to take a short off of the London high. But what I can learn from this is literally like, because I was thinking like from now on I'm just going to be following the bias of either the structure breaking or like fair value gaps getting inverted. So this is honestly confirmation that I should be following the inverse fair value gap, because we inverted this gap, continued on higher GBP JPY. We also inverted this gap, and we inverted this gap, but we continue lower, right? So honestly, I think it's like the most recent thing that I'll be looking at. But I feel like, I don't know if this is me making it more complicated, but it really messed up with my mind when I saw both of these, and I think it was because I wanted to take a trade was the reason why I just left out the fact and deleted the idea of the inverse fair value gap from my mind and tried not making it present. And that's literally what I read about like 2 days ago on freaking Best Loser Wins or whatever. I was having there's a word for it. I don't know. It was patternicity, seeing things that are not. Oh, I didn't. I mean, I saw it. It's like I was trying to like take it out of my head. So, follow my rules of inverse for value gaps. Honestly, now, this is just proof that I shouldn't be doing that. But with you, if I was going to look short, I was honestly looking to see if we would break structure. We did break structure here with this closure below, but then I was looking for a retracement. Equilibrium got hit, but we didn't break 1 minute structure, so I didn't enter off of that. We took out the absolute high, didn't really find any entries from there. Broke structure to the downside with this candle here. However, this is not really a move based off the London high, and even still, I didn't even know what the London high really was. So yeah, so emotions, I felt FOMO with GBP JPY because I felt like I could have hit all take profits, but you know, really I didn't. I felt that was the reason I re-entered, honestly. Euro US was something else. I felt I had the expectation that I was going to be able to take a win today, I feel like, because today was like a 30-minute, there was like 3 pairs and there was 3 potential setups, and there was no news, so I felt like I had to take a trade, and I felt like I was going to be able to take a trade, and with that I felt like I was going to be able to like win today at least. And because of that, I had the expectation that I was going to be able to close the week in profit. And then I also, like, another thing I felt like kind of opposite to that is like because I had that, I was up like 0.5%, right, like 0.4 or whatever. Why do I keep including that? 0.4% on the week, because I had the win from the day before, I mean on Tuesday. So I had this win, which is 0.7, and then I had minus 0.2, so that was put me about like 0.4 up, I think. So I was about 0.4 up, and with this trade I risked 0.4 something as well. And now when I'm thinking about it, it's like if I just didn't take this, I could have had a winning week. Now I'm break even on the week, and it's kind of making me a bit pissed now. now that I think more about it. But I feel like the negative, I feel like that's not like the correct way to think, because that makes me look like I'm trading to be like loss aversion, you know, like trying to avoid losses, trying to avoid trades. But I should be taking every setup I see, that like with my brain. So I honestly think this was a pretty good setup. It's just, I mean, we were moving down as well for quite some time, and then we just inverted. We weren't able to inverse this gap. So maybe something I should do is, if I see us disrespect the gap or something, or like if we like respect the gap, then maybe I should exit. But I feel like I should just stick to stop loss and take profit. So yeah, it's just a regular loss, I feel like. Maybe it's just Friday. Maybe this was like too much of a move to the, like, maybe this was just not a reaction off of the high. Yeah, now that I think about it, this was low-key not a reaction off of the high. I think I'll just trying to force myself into a trade that I didn't really need. It's just like, bro, when I'm actually trading, I feel like I'm thinking too much. Like, I felt like we were just pushing it into this fair value gap and pushing further, and then we would react to the downside, and that's why I wanted to take this. But maybe now that I'm looking back at it, this was probably not a proper reaction. It's like exactly 10 pips. I don't know. Like, maybe a reaction like this would have been better, but not like this. So that's something I need to look at. Yeah. I was about to enter on the GU trade though. That would have been a 1% loss, so it's kind of good that I didn't take that. Yeah, so what are the things I learned today? I learned to learn not to look at the charts after I lose a trade, or even after I win. Also, don't come into the market expecting to be able to take a trade, and then just like don't be hopeful that the market will offer me something, I guess. But yeah, that's basically all. Yeah, Monday next week is looking good. I'll just do that in my weekly thing and look over the charts look over the calendar and stuff. But yeah, I'll see how many trading days there are. But yeah, that's all. Goodbye. Yo, just wanted to make a quick addition to Friday, I think it was. So I was just looking at the charts again, and so with the loss that came with GBP JPY, I was thinking, right? So originally I had entered off somewhere here as well, but I had my stop loss above here, and that caused me to have a whack risk reward, with the profit being around here for a 1-to-1, right? So what I was thinking, right? So with the 5-minute, we had an inverse fair value gap, but because we had a 30-minute closure above the high, I was looking for continuation. So once we get that inverse fair value gap, which was around 715, I believe. Sorry, my brain is like kind of glitched out right now, but so 715. So this is where we closed. 714. So with this candle, and then we find a 1-minute confluence, continuation confluence. So we do come into equilibrium, and then we soon confirm bearish bias. So honestly, what I was thinking is, instead of keeping my stop loss, because the stop loss was all the way, it would have been above here if it was for taking out the high, right? So because that's kind of impractical, right? Maybe I should just consider keeping the stop loss above the confluence I entered off of, maybe. So like, because this is the high of equilibrium, kept the stop loss a bit above that, and I could have easily targeted a 1-to-1, or even like this is like the 50% mark, or could have targeted the end of this fair value gap, or maybe even the end of this fair value gap, kind of thing like that, or just like right here or something like that. But yeah, honestly, I feel like that's a better idea, just because I already looked for continuation, so there shouldn't be any real reason for price to show rejection of the order flow on the 5-minute. So that is something I'm thinking about, because I remember with watching TGR's videos, instead of keeping the stop loss, I remember with his stop loss video, right, he was saying that if the high is way too far away for a proper risk reward, we could just put it above a continuation confluence that we enter off of. But I feel like I sound super zesty right now. But yeah, honestly, this is probably something I should look to doing forward. So maybe it wasn't really a bad idea of entering off of the Asian and London session high. Yeah, so since we came right past here, honestly, maybe instead, because I mean, like, if I had it like right here, a 1-to-1 would be like down here, right? That wouldn't have gone hit. And that is because I would have a super large stop loss, right? 16.5 pips. So maybe that is something I should do in the future, because that could help me prevent some unnecessary losses. Yeah, and even like I would have gone stopped out of break even for this, but that's still a win, right? Still gaining instead of losing. Or I could have just thugged it out, hold on to the bottom of here, hit that 1.85 R, that would be smooth as well. But if I just keep my stop loss above like the confluence I entered off of, that is something I could do. So that is probably something I'll do once I see continuation and look for continuation. Just because once the continuation is confirmed, right, it could be pretty far away from the ideal entry point. So that's probably something I'll do rather than having stops all the way above. Or even if we push way past the entry and we have far targets, I could do that with a regular trade as well. But yeah, that is all. Just wanted to add that, just because I thought of it when I was looking back at the week. It's kind of late. I'm usually asleep at 8:30, but I had a long, thoughtful conversation with my mom that I greatly appreciated. So yeah, that is all. Tomorrow is Monday. Not really sure how the charts are looking right now. Wow, look at that little gap. It's yet to be filled yet, but yeah, we'll just see. Probably got Asia's high right now. This could be Asian low. But yeah, that is all today. Probably want to see London go down, fill out this gap, so I don't have any pre-existing bias. Yeah, and none of them have been able to form. Bro, I was also thinking like, yo, should I low-key like post my videos on YouTube? Like, yo, this is pretty fire, can't lie. Look at yo, what is good? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name. Who is this fine, majestic brown guy? I would be very attracted, 17-year-old person. In grade 12, I was being completely honest, but look at the caption too, yo. Like, bro, I haven't passed the fund account yet, but I feel like this will be a pretty fire. In high school, I've been my strategy, learn from it. Like, here's what my thought process is, right? Yo, I just realized it's on the opposite side. But here's what, bro, what the fuck? Here's what I'm thinking, right? I feel like because I'm holding off posting on YouTube until I pass the fund account, I'm putting extra pressure that I don't really need on myself on passing this fund account, right? Because every day that I don't post a funded account, every day I don't post on the fund account, I keep on, every day I don't post, every day I don't post on YouTube, right? Okay, wait, hold on, because like, when I don't make anything on the fund account, don't make progress or even go backwards, I feel like I'm delaying my YouTube journey, right? And I really want to post on YouTube. And my thought process is tweak it up, but what's my thinking was, okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? I want to post on YouTube really badly. Because I want to post on YouTube really badly, I want to pass this fund account even more badly. And with that pressure of really wanting to post on the fund account, I force myself to having a timeline on my fund account because I want to pass it quickly. Now, because I want to pass it, now having a timeline on trying to pass the fund account is not very good, right? Because, let me just make this full screen. But having a timeline on the fund account is not very good, right? Because it'll just force me into taking unnecessary setups and wanting to make progress faster, right? And every time I don't take a trade, I feel like I'm delaying YouTube and my trading journey. So if I could just get the fact of posting on YouTube out of the way, right, then I feel like I can be more trading from a more carefree state of mind rather than pressuring myself to do good on trading as well. Now, the only drawdown to this is that I won't have any experience, I won't have any achievements from trading, I guess. And is that really a bad thing? Not really. It's just I don't want other people to know exactly that I'm trading and that I haven't done shit yet, and it's been 8 months. It's kind of embarrassing, but Like, honestly, who gives a shit about what those people think, right? Like, they're just like, they're not doing anything with their life. I'm the one that's posting on YouTube. So shouldn't I be able to, shouldn't I, why do I, why, what? So why should I care about what they're saying, you know? So that is something I will think about. So I also kind of like asked ChatGPT as well, and he was like, yes, you should do it, 100% you should do it, otherwise you're being a bitch. Basically that's what he said. And then I did heads or tails with Siri, and it said I picked heads, and then it did heads. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it a second time to make sure, and then it also aligned with it too. So that kind of, I don't know, was that a sign that I should do it? I don't know, but yeah, I think I'm gonna post it. And then after that, I also decided to you know, the freaking Lana trades or Lena trades or something on YouTube. I kind of like, because earlier I DM'd her and I was like, yo, have you been in a mentoring thing? And she replied, right? So then I texted her again today and I was like, yo, do you think I explained the situation and I asked, do you think I should post on YouTube? I've been left undelivered for like 13 hours. But hey, if she does reply, that'll be pretty fire. But yeah, honestly, now that I think about it, that's kind of embarrassing that I did it, but it doesn't hurt to have more, like, more, because I don't really have anyone to ask, right? Like, my mom, she's going to tell me to post it, right? But she doesn't really understand the entire trading thing. But that's not a bad thing, because, I don't know. My brother was like, I don't know. My brother didn't help me know. And I don't have anyone else to talk to, because I don't want anyone else to know that I'm posting on YouTube, so I didn't tell any other people. So it's only ChatGPT that knows. Siri doing the heads or tails thing. My mom, which is just supportive, which I love, which I'm very grateful for my supportive mom, and my dad as well. And just my brother, who's like, I don't know. So that's why I decided to try asking that person. Let me just, bro, I feel so zesty right now. How the frick do you make this shit smaller, bro? Oh, whoops. Schmink. Oh, look, I made my calendar too. This is what the day in the life look like right now, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bro, tomorrow I have to wake up early because I have the AP exam too, bro. I should probably go to sleep right now. But, it's fun talking to no one. Shit. Instagram post. The chuz. Bro, I swear, everyone be posting their freaking Mother's Day. But they don't be saying Mother's Day to their mom, you know, it's kind of fake. Shit, new pope. Anyways. Yeah. So this is what it look like. Alright? No. Don't call me down bad, okay? But oh, I should probably block these out. Don't really matter. But yeah, so this was the message. Now that I look at it, it's low-key kinda cringe. Yeah. Shit. Let me see your YouTube. Yeah, this is the YouTube, bro. I should probably say this as well. But I don't know. She got 1.7K subscribers, yo, and she's been on it for 4 months, bro. Like, that's putting some high. That's putting some. That's putting out some high numbers, yo. I can't lie. I gotta low-key catch up. You know what I'm saying? But shit, bro. That's the yeah. That's the Instagram. That's my wait. Let me just this is my main account. But you know, this is the account I'm usually always on. My trap account. And the only reason I use this is so I don't get distracted by other things I see on Instagram. And it's just me following the main people that I want to know. Shit. Shit's real. TJR. What is he posting? Shit ain't loading, but you got, Hamza. This guy's chill as well. Look, another Mother's Day post. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of yapping. It's kind of getting late too. I gotta go to sleep. Yeah, that is all. I hope you had a good day and weekend, and I hope that the trading week has something for me to offer, as I will be sitting on my hands and waiting for the thing to come. Yeah, that's all. Have a good night, man. I'm gonna go to sleep, but I first got to journal. Okay, good night.